Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's Facebook Live. My screen looks a little bit blurry. I wonder if my camera needs a bit of a clean. Anyway, that'll have to wait for later. So welcome to today's Facebook Live. My name is Kate, very proud owner of katefarrow.com. And as usual, coming to you from the living room. And here is the lovely Mia, wanting to say hello. You going to say hello?
Hello.
Hello. That's it. So today I have a bit of a complex video. So remember, likes, hearts, let me know where you're watching from. If you're watching the replay, then please hashtag replay. And if you get value from this, then please share. I'd really appreciate it. Comment to let me know you're here, ask any questions, and of course leave your feedback. So let's get started. Now, yesterday I shared with you about affirmations. We've done this before, but I shared with you about affirmations, how you can write them, and some of the things that you can do to make them very powerful. And I wanted to talk about today how your brain actually works in terms of affirmations and how you can change things for yourself. So it is a little bit it's a little bit in depth. I'm sorry if it's boring. I'm going to try and not make it boring. But I just wanted you to really understand. So I've got my notes on the computer. So I am going to keep referring to them to make sure that I haven't missed anything. So you're just going to have to bear with me. Okay, so how affirmations actually work. Now, our brain, every single person's brain is wired in a unique way to that person, depending on their previous experiences and their thoughts. And so it's a very complex network of pathways that link together to produce our thoughts, feelings, and actions. And when we have a thought, it creates an emotion. Whether you realize that there's an emotion there or not, there is an emotion. And then that emotion influences whether your brain releases endorphins. Now, endorphins are your happy hormones. And then your action that you take is dependent on which hormones you release. So if you release endorphins, happy hormones, then, your response is going to be very much different to if you don't release those happy hormones. And I say that because there isn't actually a defined set of hormones that make you unhappy. So your actions are absolutely dependent on whether your brain releases endorphins or not. Now, so we have a thought, it creates an emotion, and this influences the action that we take depending on whether endorphins are released or not, okay? And endorphins are your happiness hormones. So now this is the critical bit. When you experience a thought, because your brain is pre-wired by all of your previous experiences, you respond in a certain way. So your brain is pre-wired for you to respond in a certain way. And you end up feeling and acting. No, don't do that, Mia. Don't do that. Look, you're making it all wet. Sorry. Your brain is pre-wired so that you end up feeling and acting in the same way that you have always done, and normally with the same outcome. So just think about that for a moment. Well, you need to stop bashing it on the settee then, don't you? Yes. So just think about that. Your brain is pre-wired dependent on your experiences from the past. So you have a thought, which is normally in response to something that's happened around you, and the pre-wiring kicks in to produce a feeling and an action that is almost exactly the same as something that happened before and generally provides the same outcome. Now, unless you are aware of this process and aware of this happening, you have pretty much no control over it. And this is where affirmations come in. Okay, so please just bear with me. I'm trying to get through all the really boring stuff. Okay. So, remember yesterday I said to you that your brain doesn't actually know what's true or not. So, for an example, I just want you to take some time to do this. So, sit comfortably. close your eyes, and then I want you to imagine that you have a lemon in your hand. Okay? Now feel the skin of the lemon. It might be smooth, it probably is smooth, but with some indentations. And you can see it in your mind. You can see what the lemon looks like, and it's kind of sort of a rugby ball shape, and it might have a little tiny pointy bit on the end. And then on the other end, you might have the bit where it came off the stalk. And then I want you to imagine that you're cutting through the skin of the lemon and into the flesh of the lemon. Okay? What does it smell like? Like just that sharp lemony smell. I want you to really imagine that smell. And now I want you to imagine that you're taking a bite of the lemon. And the lemon juice is running into your mouth, and your senses, your taste buds and your sense of smell are exploding with the taste of the lemon. Okay, you got it? Like, oh my God, what's happened to your saliva? Like, what has happened to your salivary glands? Aren't they firing all over the place? Isn't your mouth full of water? And where's the bloody lemon? Like, where have you even got a lemon in your house? Because I haven't. And yet I'm sitting here describing this to you, and my mouth is full of water, full of saliva. And that is the power of your brain. Like, where's the lemon? And yet your senses are responding as though you are actually biting into a lemon. Like, how incredible is that? Like, truly, it just blows me away that that is how powerful your brain is. So, when you start saying and creating powerful affirmations, your brain responds in exactly the same way as it just did when you imagined eating the lemon. Okay? So, it responds as though the situation is true and is actually real and happening, okay? And that is how affirmations work, okay? So when you say your powerful affirmation and it makes you feel happy, as every affirmation should, and you know, if your affirmation doesn't make you feel happy, you need to write a new one. So it makes you feel happy, it releases endorphins, it creates an emotion around that, and it creates a behavior related to the endorphin release. Okay. Sorry, Mia's playing with cables. And so because of that, your brain thinks it's real, and your brain then starts responding to the new way of thinking. And you start laying down new pathways in your brain. So remember at the beginning of this, I said that your brain is a complex network of pathways that are pre-wired depending on your experiences to create certain emotions and certain actions. And by doing the affirmations, you can absolutely force your brain to create new pathways, to create new beliefs, new emotions, and new actions. And this whole process is called neuroplasticity. And actually, in rehab, so as a therapist, I absolutely tapped into the power of neuroplasticity when I'm doing rehab programs with my patients, because I worked with patients with neurological conditions. And we absolutely tap into the power of that. And affirmations do exactly the same thing. And this is all about your brain being able to accommodate new ideas, new thoughts, and new beliefs by creating new pathways at a cellular level. It does it automatically. And like, how phenomenal is that? Like, seriously, like that just blows me away that your brain is able to do that just by you thinking new things. Like, it's just amazing. So my question to you is this: are you ready? Like, are you ready to create your own new beliefs, to lay down your own new pathways, to create new emotions, new actions, and, you know, just explode your life to wherever it is that you want it to be? Because I know I'm ready. I started my journey at the weekend, and I'm continuing my journey, actually. I decided that I want to work with my coach. So I'm continuing my journey. I'm absolutely on it. I'm so excited about it. And there we go. Are you ready? If you are, let me know. And let me know in the comments. So, likes, hearts, shares, hashtag replay if that's what you're doing. Any questions, let me know. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye. 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 Bye.
You saying bye-bye?
Bye.
Bye-bye.